Well, the Pirates are taking the field for Game 1 of this doubleheader, and fans, this telecast is presented under rights granted by the Phillies solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Philadelphia Phillies is prohibited. The announcers on this telecast are employed by WPHL-TV and are subject to the approval of the Phillies. This afternoon's Acme Phillies Fanatic Slugger contest inning, randomly selected prior to the game, will be the third inning in Game 1. For every Phillies home run hit in this afternoon's game, Geno's is happy to contribute $100 to the Philadelphia Child Guidance Clinic, $500 for every grand slam. We're standing now for the playing of our national anthem. Stadium, our national anthem. The Pirates have taken the field. Bert Blyleven pitching the first game. And behind Blyleven defensively at first base, Bill Robinson. Phil Garner at second. Tim Foli, the shortstop. And Bill Madlock is at third. In the Bucko outfield, Lee Lacy making his first appearance in this series in left field. Picked up as a free agent, and center field is Omar Moreno. And the right fielder is Dave Parker. Steve Nicosia doing the catching. On the mound is 28-year-old right-hander Bert Blyleven. He has been pitching well of late. Blyleven has won 9 and lost 4. An ERA of 3.52. Good winning percentage. Oddly, he's never beaten the Phils. Phils beat him 3 times last year, his first year as a Pirate. And the Phillies have beaten him twice this year. Steve Carlton beating him 2 ball games, 5-4 and 13-2. Blyleven has an excellent curveball. Last year he was 14-10 for the Pirates, an ERA of 3.02. He's won a lot of games in his big league career, most of them in the American League, 145 lifetime wins. Bake McBride, who was hobbled with an ankle injury, left ankle bothering him. The ankle he had surgery on a couple of years ago, and Bake is not 100% but playing. And the Phillies operating without Mike Schmidt today. He will not play in either game of the doubleheader. Could be used as a pinch hitter. The umpires for Game 1, Fred Brocklander will work the plate. Ed Vargo at first, Paul Pryor at second, and Jim Quick at third. Pirates coming into play just a half a game behind Montreal, who lost last night. And the Phillies are 6.5 behind the Expos in 4th place. 2.5 games behind the Chicago Cubs now, and a game and a half in front of St. Louis. Bake McBride hitting .267. Fouls off the fastball. 1 strike to McBride. Bake trying to bunt his way on, fouled it off, and it's 0-2. One of McBride's 9 home runs coming off Blyleven. Calling 2 strikes to Bake McBride. It was close.
Good curveball. Blyleven has a good curveball. That was really a borderline pitch.
Bouncing ball to Phil Garner. And McBride is out, 1 down. That'll bring up Larry Bowa. Bowa batting .250. Bowa hitting .264 left-handed, .226 right-handed. 1 down, top of the first, ball game just underway. Madlock playing Bowa shallow at third base. Pirates getting fine weekend attendance for this 5-game set. Over 45 Friday night, 35 yesterday, and they'll have over 40 today. And they need them. Their total attendance is 852,000 this year. 2 balls and a strike to Larry Bowa. Bounce off the plate. Phil Garner gets Bowa by a stride. That's 2 down. That brings up Pete Rose. And, of course, all eyes on Rose this afternoon. He has tied Honus Wagner for the all-time National League record of most singles in the history of the league. 2,426. His next base hit will break it. Pete batting .320. Pete playing at third base this afternoon with Mike Schmidt out of the lineup. Hit into left field. Lee Lacy is there. And the Phillies are down in order. No runs, 6 errors, none left after 1/2. Phil's nothing. Bucco's coming to bat.
Who offers more kinds of tires than Goodyear?
Nobody.
Who sells more tires than Goodyear? Nobody. Who has more values than Goodyear? Nobody. And by value, we mean Goodyear's Bi-Ply bestseller, the Power Streak. You get traction, mileage, and smooth riding comfort at much less than you'd expect to pay for such quality. Come on in now and ask for Power Streak at low, low prices. Okay, who satisfies more than Goodyear?
Nobody.
Nobody offers more than Goodyear.
We've talked to more people, and they've told us Acme Super Saver offers them more ways to save. For instance, our super saving low prices and bell ringer specials. These and more add up to savings on your total food bill. And this week, Acme tops it with a bonus of double savings. That's right, double savings on manufacturer's cents-off coupons. Purchase the item at Acme and get double the coupon value this week. Shop Acme Super Saver, where every day you'll find more ways to save.
Look what's cooking on Soupy.
Yeah, for the last time, I'm telling you, I wasn't out gambling with Dave and Joe and Greg last night.
Then how come, when I was over for breakfast this morning, you shuffled the toast and dealt me 5 slices?
Oh.
Listen, when am I going to see you?
Well, you see, I'm going to go play golf with the guys today, and then I'm going to come over for some good old-fashioned kissing.
Good. I'll introduce you to my grandmother.
Do you trade in your car every 2 or 3 years? If you do, Gerard's new auto leasing program may save you money. To find out about auto leasing the Girard way, stop in at any Girard office. We're there when you need us. Omar Moreno leads off for the Buccos here in the first. Steve Carlton C, lefty, has missed a couple of turns when he wrenched his knee in the lunchroom in San Diego. Moreno's hit safely in 9 straight games. Having a fine year. Hit to left field. Greg Luzinski backtracking. The ball is there and makes the catch, and Moreno is out on the first pitch, 1 down. That'll bring on Tim Foli, who's hitting .280. Carlton has beaten the Pirates twice this year without a loss. Lifetime, he has more wins against the Pirates than any other club in the National League, 28. Steve making his first appearance since July 21st. And there's no question the Phillies miss his strong left arm. Two and nothing to Tim Foli. Carlton's high with it, and he falls behind Foli 3-0. Three balls, 1 strike to Tim. Full count. Center field, Maddox can't get it, a base hit. So Foli, who got his 1,000th hit yesterday, that's the first hit of the ball game. He's a 1-out base runner, and that'll bring on Dave Parker. Parker's hit safely in 11 straight games. Dave is batting .303. 18 home runs, he's knocked in 71 runs. First base, Tim Foli, 1 down. Missed with a slider, 1-0 to Parker. Foli gets back. Missed the breaking ball. Carlton gives Parker almost a steady diet of breaking pitches. 1 ball and 1 strike. Missed another slider, a ball and 2 strikes.
A nasty pitch. Hard slider breaking away from the left-hand batter. Only one place you can ever hit it. That's usually the opposite field.
He checked on a low and away slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Dave Parker. Chased a bad pitch and fouled it off. I believe he fouled it off. Maybe he didn't. He's a strikeout victim. He did not foul it off, and moving up to second base is Tim Foli on the wild pitch.
No, he swung at it. I don't think he came near the ball. You see that? He missed it by about a foot.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the umpire put another ball in play. McCarver never did chase that ball down.
Well, it went up on the street.
Oh, that's where it went.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Went on the street. One strike to Bill Robinson, who's hitting .277, 22 homers, one of them coming off Steve Carlton.
I don't think I've ever seen a pitch bounce up to home plate and bounce up on the screen.
Ball and a strike to Bill Robinson. Robinson 4 for 7 off Carlton, including a home run. Line right to Larry Bowa, and down go the Buccos in the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of 1, it's 0-0.
Who can smile? Makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. That's the way it should be. And I'd like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola at night. Have a coconut smile.
Hey, did you play today?
Yep, my bowling score.
I didn't know they had numbers that low. Did you remember to play today?
Our new address, straight.
Hey, that pays 500 to 1. It's 7 o'clock.
Good evening, everyone. It's time for the live drawing of the Daily Number.
The Daily Number. It's a big hit. Play today, watch tonight.
Great buy. I can have it delivered tomorrow.
Great number. I can play it tomorrow.
Do you mean to tell me if I dial direct, I can talk to anyone, anywhere in the United States for 1 minute after 11 at night or before 8 in the morning or all weekend till 5 Sunday evening? And the most that minute will cost me is just 21 cents? Now, wait a minute. What's it going to cost me for every minute I talk longer? Okay.
Just a reminder, unless this emblem is on your car or truck, new or used, you probably paid too much.
Greg Luzinski leads off for the Phillies. Second inning, hitting .255, 14 homers. He's knocked in 58 runs. One and nothing to the Bull. Greg looking for his first hit here at Three Rivers. Had a good series at Shea. But he's hitless in this series. 1 ball and 1 strike to Luzinski. Bert Blyleven messed with it. It's 2-1. Blyleven came over from the Texas Rangers. Winter before last year in the Al Oliver deal. He misses with a breaking ball. It's 3-1. Got in on Luzinski with a fastball, a full count to Greg. Error on the ball girl, and Greg broke his bat. He got jammed. Del Unser waiting on deck. Phillies dugout. Before the game here at Three Rivers, they were playing Elvis Presley music. Tug McGraw was entertaining the fans, dancing a la the late Elvis. Tug sometimes will fix his hair in an Elvis Presley hairdo. Full count.
That is a great believer in doing weird things sometimes that
He stays
Changed
loose.
the attitude on the ball team.
He came out early and looked at the batting cage, and Pirates did not hit today. They didn't hit yesterday either. Tug says they don't even practice. They've beaten us 3 games. Ball 4, Luzinski a base run. That'll bring up Del Unser. Del batting .308. 4 homers, 3 of them as a pinch hitter. 24 runs batted in. The other home run snapped the Phillies' long consecutive inning scoreless streak. At Cincinnati, after the Phillies had been shut out 3 straight, there's Tug McGraw, Tim McCarver, Nino Espinosa.
That's trouble when you get Tug and Tim sitting together.
1-0 to Unser. On the outside corner, 1-1. Dell will probably be playing both games with Mike Schmidt at shelved. Ball and 2 strikes to Unser. Luzinski first base. He walked. Nobody out second inning. 0-0 ball game. Game 1 of the doubleheader. In the second game, the Phillies will go with Dickie Knowles. Don Robinson for the Pirates. Unser beats a foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Luzinski at first base. Oh, high with it, 2-2.
I want to send our good wishes along to Joseph Crowley in Harrisburg, PA, 86 years old, former NFL referee, a little under the weather, and to get better soon.
Full count to Unser. Luzinski running?
Definitely. Lead pipe cinch, Harry.
All right. There he goes. Line drive center field. Moreno makes the catch. And Luzinski scurries back to first base. Unser out on a well-hit ball caught by Moreno. That brings up Garry Maddox. Maddox just wears out Pirate pitching. He is hitting .593 this year against the Pirates. Lifetime .343. And off Blyleven, he is 5 for 6. Luzinski first base, 1 down. Another base hit for Garry Maddox. 6 for 7 off Blyleven. Hitting over 600 against the Pirates. He's a Pirate-type hitter, too. Free swinger.
I tell you, he hit a fastball right down there, just above the knees, and that's a beautiful swing. He leveled out on that pitch. Gary's had 3 hits yesterday's game. He's hitting well on this road trip.
Really is. Has the average up to 291 coming into this game. Tim McCarver batting .244. 1 strike to McCarver. Phillies with 2 men on base, 1 out. Time for our Coca-Cola trivia question of the afternoon. Easy one for you. Name the 3 brothers who played in the same outfield in the same game. Missed the curveball, nothing in 2. What is that chuckle for?
I can see that you really must have spent all of 10 or 15 seconds on this trivia question.
Was sent in to me. He's hit center field. Luzinski will have to hold, and the Phillies have the bases loaded. So the Phillies have him jammed off Blyleven with 1 out for Manny Trillo. John Olitsky, Hank Gentry Jr., Bob Cleary, Barb Nolan, Barb Burgess, John Sullivan. All employees of the Phillies are here for this weekend series. Phillies have him jammed with 1 out, 2nd inning. Trillo batting .250. One strike to Trillo. Look out. Nearly hit it. Manny Trillo gets more chin music than any Phillies hitter.
Well, he does. They pitch him high and tight, and I don't know how he got out of the way of this pitch. It was bearing in on him, turned him inside out. Came within a whisker of hitting his uniform.
Ball of a strike to Trillo with the bases loaded, 1 out. 2nd inning, 0-0. Line foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
If they stayed a pattern on the way they've been pitching Trillo, they're ahead of him on the count. They'll throw him that high inside fastball again.
Okay, we will see.
Try to jam him with it.
Bases loaded with Phils, 1 down. Bouncing ball hit softly to short. The throw home is wide, safe all around. Foley had time to get Luzinski with a good throw, but he made a wide throw, and it's safe all around. Here it is.
They got the curveball, and he bounced it high. Foley probably used good judgment, but the execution wasn't that good. He made an off-balance throw on a wide throw, pulling Nicosia off the plate, and that could be well, no doubt about it, that is a break. Steve Carlton up there now with a chance to really help himself.
Hey, a fielder's choice, everybody moves up. I don't know if they gave Trillo an RBI on it or not. Evidently not. They have scored it an error, fielder's choice and an error. Carlton hitting .228. Bases still loaded, a run in. Phillies lead it 1-0 in the 2nd. Carlton beats a foul and Blyleven in front of him. 0-2. Steve was the best hitting pitcher in the league last year, hit .291. Has a chance to help himself here. Bases jammed, 1 out. Fly ball left field, not deep. Lacy there, makes the catch. Maddox tagging. Lacy's throw wide. Phillies lead it 2-0. Give Carlton a sacrifice fly and a run batted in. His 7th RBI this year, his 97th in his career. So Steve helps himself with a sacrifice fly ball. That'll bring on Bake McBride. Bake grounded out his first time up. McCarver at second, Trillo at first with 2 outs. One strike to McBride. Line drive center field. Moreno backtracking makes the catch. Phillies scoring 2 in the inning on 2 hits, 1 Pirate error, 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Phils.
You know, there's one thing I always enjoy about coming to Philadelphia. That's Phillies Franks.
You don't have to be a Phillies fan to like Phillies Franks.
Now save hundreds of dollars at your Ford dealer's economy stock clearance, his biggest clearance sale ever. He's getting special cash incentives from Ford to lower his selling prices to you. Get a fabulous clearance deal on the new-sized Ford LTD with superb comfort and plenty of room for 6. Or get sensational savings on the elegant Thunderbird. The selection has never been better. Come to your Ford dealer's biggest clearance sale in history. Save hundreds of dollars, yes, hundreds, at his economy stock clearance today.
This bud's for everybody who helps keep our country on the move.
This bud's for you. You're working hard all day just like you always do.
This bud's for you. For all you do, the king of beers is coming through.
Yeah, just for you, that distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
For all you do.
This bud's for you.
Now that's a fine-looking pair wearing the new Phillies T-shirt, compliments of Toyota. Pick one up if you're 14 or under, Saturday, August 11th.
Phillies fans, if you want winning quality and everything from super fresh eggs to soft drinks, try Ideal brand, sold only at Acme's Super Saver Markets. Lee Lacy leads off for the Pirates. He's hitting .271. 2-0 Phils, bottom of the second. Good curveball by Carlton. Lacy picked up as a free agent by the Buccos. Ball on the strike to Lacy. One thing Chuck Tanner does with the Pirates, he uses his 25-man roster. They all play. 2 balls and a strike to Lee Lacy.
Well, that makes the fellow sitting on the bench happy. It doesn't make the ones who want to, the regulars, all that happy about it. They like to play every game. I think today, though, with the schedules and travel, and there's Chuck Tanner, I think you have to use them all. Make them feel they're a part of the team.
Full count to Lee Lacy. He struck him out. Steve Carlton is the all-time National League left-hander in strikeouts. Gets his second. One down. That'll bring on Bill Madlock. Madlock hitting .280. For the Pirates, he's hitting .324. Good breaking ball. Change-up that misses. Steve doesn't throw many of those. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lined into left center field. Maddox, a great running catch. What a play by Garry Maddox. Boy, nobody does it better than that fella in center field. Great play by him.
And the secret here is getting that good jump, which Maddox had. He was on the move. This ought to be a base hit, but Garry was on the move, got the good jump, stayed with it. And that is not an easy thing to do. A back-end dead run catch.
Oh, he is something out there. 2 down. Here's Phil Garner hitting .303. Our Coca-Cola trivia question the afternoon.
This is really a laugh.
Name the 3 brothers who played in the same outfield in the same game.
Well, how about the Alou brothers?
You got it. Surprised you got that one, Rich.
Yeah, I am too. We've only used that question 3 or 4 times.
No, we
this
haven't.
Season.
No, we haven't. Believe Matty and Jesus all played for San Francisco in '63. I wonder who was manager then. I think Charlie Fox was managing them. Giants?
Well, in what, 63?
No, I don't think so. He struck him out with a good breaking ball. 3 strikeouts for Carlton. No runs, hits, or errors, and none left. And at the end of 2, it's 2-0 Phils.
As a registered nurse, my day either starts too early or ends too late. So I need a bank that lets me get to it whenever I can. That bank is Gerard. With George, I do my banking night or day on my schedule. And now with George Bank by phone, I can even pay my bills or give myself a loan. My job may be to help others, but my bank's job is to help me. And Gerard does.
Night and day, George lets you be the banker at Gerard Bank.
Now get crushed ice, or cubes, or chilled water. Directly from General Electric's finest refrigerator. Big capacity, no frost, and glamorous adjustable glass shelves. Energy saver to help cut operating costs. General Electric has a whole family of 3 big convenient ice dispenser refrigerators.
See these GE products at Associated Appliances in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Tonight, 8 o'clock, Our Place. You'll see the pride and the passion, the beauty and the action. Brandywine, no place else.
This inning, your Acme Super Saver Market invites you to play in Acme's Phillies Fanatics Slugger Contest. Your chance to win great prizes from your Acme Super Saver Market every time a Phillies player steps into the box. Complete rules and entry blanks appear in Acme Super Saver's weekly newspaper ads and are also available at all Acme Super Saver markets, Channel 17 and Veterans Stadium. Now let's make some Phillies fans winners. Larry Bowa batting for George Miller of Audubon, New Jersey. Should Bowa single, double, or triple, George should win a 3-minute Acme shopping spree. A home run would mean a 5-minute Acme shopping spree and a Kelvinator freezer. If your batter doesn't get a hit, you still win a $10 Acme gift certificate and 2 Phillies game tickets. All entries eligible for a special grand drawing to be held on Sunday, September 23rd. 2 winners will be selected to receive a brand new Chrysler LeBaron, courtesy of Joe Hahn's Lansdale Chrysler Plymouth, your super dealer, Route 309, Montgomeryville. Or a brand new Buick Skylark Coupe, courtesy of Elliott Buick, or Super Savings, York Road, Jenkintown. Ball and 2 strikes to Bowa. He struck him out. First strikeout for Blyleven. He has quite a few, as does Carlton. Blyleven has 117 this year. Carlton now has 118. George Miller of Audubon, New Jersey. You won a $10 Acme gift certificate and 2 tickets to a future Phil's game. That'll bring on Pete Rose. He'll be batting for Harold Schultz Sr. of Andalusia, Pennsylvania. Pete flied to left his first time up. 1-0 to Rose. Ball on a strike on the outside corner. Line drive, but at Bill Madlock. So Rose is out. Harold Schultz, Sr. of Andalusia. You'll get a $10 Acme gift certificate, 2 tickets to a future Phil's game. That'll bring on Greg Luzinski. He walked and scored a run his first time up. Greg batting for Marion Laufer of Media, Pennsylvania. One strike to the Bull. Phillies lead 2-0. This is the third inning. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Changeup for a strike. 0-2.
If you had a 3-minute shopping spree, where would you hit that store?
Meat, pal. Go right at that meat.
I guess they don't have a liquor department.
Struck him out. No runs, hits or errors, and none left. And Marion Laufer of Medium, you'll get a $10 Acme gift certificate and 2 tickets to a future Phil's game. We go to the bottom half of the third inning, and the score is Phillies 2, Buccos 0.
Goodyear services cars? I didn't know that.
Last year, Goodyear serviced 500,000 brakes.
I thought they were strictly a tire company.
And performed over 1 million engine tune-ups.
They do tune-ups, Goodyear?
And a lot of people still don't know we're in the auto service business.
Your car's serviced at Goodyear.
Wow. Well, I had no idea. Yeah.
Goodyear. Think of us for auto service, too. Get a gas-saving engine tune-up just $46.88 at your Goodyear service store.
How come so many professionals wear Brute?
Because the great smell of Brute makes a guy feel good. And that's important when you've got to take on the world every day. That's why so many professionals also wear Brute 33 antiperspirant spray. It helps keep you dry, and it gives you that long-lasting deodorant protection. And it has the great smell of Brute. Hey, if you're going to smell great, why not smell great all over?
Take on the world with Brute 33 deodorants and antiperspirants. Spray, stick, and roll on.
Phillies fans, for meats that are consistent in quality and fine taste, serving after serving, choose famous Lancaster brand meats, sold only at Acme's Super Saver. Steve Nicosia leads off. The catcher hitting .246. Carlton in front of him, 0-2. Phillies home on Tuesday night against the Montreal Expos, 7:35 game time. Wednesday also at 7:35. And Thursday afternoon, remember, a business person special against Montreal at 12:35. And these Pirates move in next weekend for a 5-game series. Friday night will be the season's only twilight doubleheader at Veterans Stadium, 5:35. Saturday afternoon, a day game at 2:15. It'll be T-shirt day. All youngsters 14 or under receive a Phillies red and white T-shirt, compliments of the Phils and Toyota. And Sunday, a night game. A week from tonight at 7 o'clock, the game will not be televised. Buccos wrap up that 5-game series Monday night, August 13th, with a night game at 7:35. Ball and 2 strikes to Nicosia. Fly ball left field, tight to the line. It is a foul ball and into the bullpen. 1-2 to Steve Nicosia. Nicosia will be followed by Bert Blyleven on the top of the order. Phillies lead at 2-0, bottom of the third. Oh. Or did he foul it?
Oh, I think he did. I believe the bat, he got wood on it. Look at it again. It was a low pitch. Eddie Vargo, who evidently... The umpire called it a ball. The umpire called it a ball. That's what the argument was.
Ball at 2 strikes. It holds the Nicosia, who fouls off another one. Nicosia slaps it up the middle for a base hit. That's the Pirates' second hit off Carlton, and it'll bring on Bert Blyleven. Blyleven batting 137. Phillies will look for the bunt here. Nicosia first base, nobody out, bottom of the third. He misses the bunt try. Rose is right down on top of that plate. P charging in from third base, and he was really close. Really scare him if Blyleven took a full cut. He does. Rose didn't come in this time. 0-2 to Blyleven. He gets the bunt down to Steve Carlton. He goes to second and throws it into left center field. Everybody moving up, holding at third base, Nicosia. Blyleven at second. Carlton an off-balance throw, and he threw it away. Oh, that gets himself into some trouble.
Surprised that he decided to go to second because wasn't that bad a bunt, but Steve just looked like made up his mind and let it go. He might have had the runner if he'd have made a good throw. And he's put himself into some trouble here.
Be a sacrifice and an error on Carlton. Pirate runners second and third with nobody out. Here's Omar Moreno. He flied out to left his first time up. Phillies lead 2-0. 1-0 to Moreno. Base hit center field. Nicosia scores. Blyleven being waved around. Ball gets through Unser. And moving up to second base is Moreno. So it's a 2-2 ball game as Moreno knocks in a pair of runs.
Now Moreno reached out on a fastball, hit it right over Carlton's head. I think somebody will get an error on this play. Ball squirted by Unser, the cutoff man, and Blyleven, the base runner, blocked McCarver out from making the play. Carlton finally got the ball.
The error will be charged to Garry Maddox. Moreno moving to second on the air. Moreno's hit safely now in 10 straight. Still nobody out. Tim Foli tries to bunt, move the runner up, fouls it. 1 strike to Foli. He singled his first time up. And 2 to Tim Foli. 2-2 ball game, bottom half of the third inning. Line drive right to Manny Trillo. Foli trying to hit the ball to right field on the right side. He did, but hit it on the line to Trillo for out number 1. Brings up Dave Parker. He struck out his first time up.
Where they'll have to watch Moreno, too. He'll run if he gets the slightest jump.
Moreno leads the league in stolen bases, 49 of them. Parker chases that low and away slider. 1 strike to it. Carlton's thrown him nothing but breaking balls. Carlton looking Moreno back. Two strikes to Parker. Struck him out his first time up on a pitch that bounced up there. Wild pitch. Gonna bounce another breaking ball to him?
Yes, sir. Keep it down, low and away. Whisker pitch wouldn't be a bad pitch right now. Straighten him up.
Moreno breaking and easily steals third base. His 50th stolen base of the year.
And he made it easily. No chance at all for McCarver. Wasn't close.
So he's at third base, and the Phillies will have to pull the infield up with 1 out. Ball and 2 strikes to Dave Parker. Two and two.
Parker's decided to lay off that pitch. Try another one, though. See what happens.
Ready? He didn't lay off that one. Strikes out for the second straight time. 4th strikeout for Carlton. Again, he chased one low and away. Here it is.
Parker disciplined himself on 2 previous. Couldn't stop there. He knew it was a bad pitch.
2 outs. Here's Bill Robinson. He lined out to Bowa his first time up. Two pitches inside to him. It's 2-0 to Robinson. Two balls and a strike. Robinson tied for the Pirate leadership in homers with Willie Stargell. 22 of them. Lined into left center field, base hit. Coming in to score Moreno. Luzinski kicks the ball. It gets by Maddox, and Robinson is going all the way to third. That'll be a single and a 2-base error on Luzinski. Well, the Pirates lead it 3-2. Give Robinson a run batted in.
Fastball right down the heart of the plate, and Robinson continues to hurt Phillies pitching. The ball bouncing off Luzinski's glove past Maddox. Phillies have made 3 errors in this game.
All of them in this inning. Lee Lacy takes inside. He struck out his first time up. Pirates lead it 3-2. Ball and a strike to Lacy. Carlton getting himself into trouble with an error. Tried to get a force at second base on a bunt. Maddox an error, and now Luzinski an error. Skied into right field. Bake McBride there. And the Pirates go down in the third, but take the lead with 3 runs. hits, 3 Philly errors, 1 man left. Andy Munser will be coming along at the end of 3. It's 3-2 Buccos.
You know, it does my heart good to see a woman of your depth and reception going natural in public.
It does my heart good to see they even let you out in public.
That's nice of you to say, but tell me, why do you like natural?
Oh, this white beer and I have a lot in common. You know, classy package, terrific taste.
Yeah, natural aging. I mean, natural has the smooth, clean taste that comes from slow natural aging.
Keep trying.
Really, I have extinct affliction for all women of your gender. I raise you to the highest pinnacle.
Come on up, South Jersey, for more exciting Phillies baseball. The contenders are coming. First, the Expos begin a crucial series with 2 night games and our annual business person special at 12:35. Then the Big Bad Pirates visit the Vet for a 5-game series, starting with a Twinighter on Friday, a T-shirt day on Saturday, and night games on Sunday and Monday. So come on out and watch our Phillies take on the contenders.
Hey, Whitey, you know what we've got weeknights at 6?
No, Harry. What is it, pray tell?
Well, I'll tell you. Each weeknight at 6 o'clock, we have the Soupy Sales Show.
Soupy Sales? You mean that loon that talks to White Fang and Blacktooth?
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't he the ding-dong who always gets hit in the face with a whipped cream pie?
You mean like this, Whitey?
Yeah, I thought that was him. I don't think he's very funny.
I got a banana in my eye.
This fall on Channel 17, it's undercover action every weeknight with Starsky and Hutch. Starsky and Hutch coming this fall on The Great Entertainer, Channel 17. 4th inning baseball, Andy Musser.
Thanks, Rich. Good afternoon, everybody. And Del Unser is leading off the inning for the Phillies. Well, that was a rough defensive inning for the Phils as 3 errors were charged to the Philadelphians. 1 on Carlton, 1 on McCarver, and 1 on Luzinski. And now it's 3-2 Pittsburgh.
I can't figure the error on McCarver.
I don't either, but that's the way they announced it. Really, more likely, Del Unser should have been charged with the error, maybe even Maddox.
Probably Unser. He had a shot at the ball, a clear shot at the ball. Really doesn't make any difference who gets charged with the error, but you wonder why they gave it to McCarver, because he wasn't even in the play. He was taken out of the play by the sliding runner, Bert Blyleven.
Well, they may get around to changing that. Blyleven has just missed with a changeup. Here's his 2-1 pitch. Fastball catches the corner, 2-2 to Unser, who lined out to center field. Blyleven, born in Holland. Bounced foul. Unser to be followed by Maddox and McCarver. Phillies held a 2-0 lead in this ball game, scoring a couple of unearned runs themselves. We don't hear the press announcements here in the TV booth. They just said something. I could hear it faintly in the background. Maybe they have changed that error. We'll try to check on it for you. Did he go around? Yeah, he did. Let's pause here for station identification. This is the Phillies Television Network.
You're watching WPHL TV, Channel 17, Philadelphia.
Garry Maddox. Garry has a single. Boy, if he could play against Bucco pitching all the time, he'd bat .500. He is against Pittsburgh right now. He's had 17 hits and 28 at-bats against the Pirates. That's over 600, actually. Gary's average is up to 293. Ball 3-0 on Maddox. left him on 4 pitches. So Garry's aboard for the second time. The second walk handed out by Blyleven. And Tim McCarver will come to the plate. McCarver singled in his first at bat. Blyleven has given up just the 2 hits, the one to Maddox and the one to McCarver. Timmy standing back to look at Billy DeMars at third base. Second game pitchers this afternoon, Dickie Knowles for the Phillies, Don Robinson, right-hander for the Pirates. Garry has to go back head first. Well, there was no scoring change, at least not yet. That error still has been charged to McCarver. We're just getting that confirmed right now. A strike. A bouncer, Robinson fields. Ooh. He was a little more casual about that than he should have been. Maddox to second base. He gets McCarver, but he almost didn't.
There's also a casual out call by first base umpire Eddie Vargo. Tim gets down that line in a hurry. Timmy can still run. He got him by a fraction of a step.
Timmy was really busting because he could see what was going on down there, and he realized he had a shot at it. Here's Trillo. He was on base on the throwing error by Foley that allowed the Phillies run to score and set up another one. That's why the 2 Phillies runs are unearned. So Manny officially 0 for 1, and that makes him 1 for his last 17, as the hits have been hard to come by for Manny Trillo. Ball and a strike to Manny. Good stop by Nicosia. 2-1. Blyleven working on 3 days rest. In the early part of the year, he was unhappy because they weren't pitching him more frequently, and he did get off to a bad start this year. But right now, working on 3 days rest, he has won 9 of his last 11 decisions. There goes Maddox. He's in. Stolen base for Maddox, number 22.
Blyleven not paying that much attention to Maddox with 2 men out. And Garry, with a good jump, even beat Madlock to the bag.
So Garry's at third with 2 away. The count on Trillo is 2-2. Tip, and he struck him out. That's number 4 and 120 this year for Blyleven. Phillies in the 4th, no runs, no hits, and 1 man left. We go to the Pirate 4th, Pittsburgh 3, Phillies 2. Unleaded gasoline users, Getty would like to tell you how to get more power for less money.
The gas guzzler is no longer the American car. It's the American driver. Warming up your car too long wastes gasoline. So the Jackrabbit starts.
Could use a tune-up, sir. Next time.
If everybody saved 1 gallon of gasoline a week per car, we'd reduce oil imports 13%. That's why Getty Oil wants to see the American gas guzzler become extinct. That way, we'll all get more miles for our money.
I've been other places, but me and Philadelphia belong together. And that's no left-handed compliment. Because Philly has a lot of things going for it, like Gino's. Really, I'd go for Gino's sirloiner. It's a big, juicy quarter pound of 100% real sirloin, Gino's Sirloiner. I bet you'll go for Gino's Sirloiner, too. And that's no pitch. I only know how to catch him.
Gino's, you go for the food.
We've been comparing the AMC Spirit and the Chevette on TV a lot recently, and telling you that for only $5 more, the Spirit is longer and wider than the Chevette. Know what else? The Spirit's gas tank holds 8.5 gallons more than Chevette's. Think about that this weekend. And at no extra cost, you get AMC's exclusive full 3-year no-rust-through warranty. The Spirit from American Motors. The difference in list price is only $5. The difference in value is enormous.
At Goodyear, service with a smile means our service and your smile. 3-2 Pirates as the Bucks bat in the 4th inning. Bill Madlock will lead it off. Boy, Garry Maddox made a great catch on his ball. Garry caught that sinking liner in left center field on the run at the knees, backhanded. So Madlock was robbed, and he's 0 for 1. That's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Madlock to be followed by Garner and Nicosia. Pirates up by a run. Carlton has beaten the Buccos twice this year and 28 times in his career. 2 balls and a strike. Foul. Whoa. He was almost hit. Full count to Bill Madlock, leading off the Pirates' 4th inning. Madlock gets the first walk issued by Carlton today. And for the 2nd inning in a row, the Pirates have their first man on. Here's Phil Garner, struck out in his first at-bat, 1 of 4 for Carlton thus far. Pirate infielder batting at .302. Garner, a tough little Pete Rose type player. Hit solidly into left center field. Maddox chasing, Luzinski chasing, and Garry got it. Another great running catch by Maddox. Boy, I don't know. He got to that one almost easily in a certain sense, and yet, Rich, I thought when that left the bat, it was in.
It was looked like a sure gap where the ball hung up for some reason. The slider or curve. Garner hit it good. The ball did hang up. It looked like either Luzinski or Maddox could have had it. You see Greg pull away here now. Evidently Garry calling for it all the way. Might have been a little easier play for Luzinski, actually, but they pretty much let Maddox get anything he can reach.
That's the first out. This is Steve Nicosia at the plate. He hits it hard. Extra bases for Nicosia as that ball will roll through the corner. Luzinski picks it up. That ball almost got by the ball, but he gets it back in time. Madlock the third, double for Nicosia with 1 down.
Well, this fella's picked up a couple of line drive base hits. Madlock cannot run at all. That's why he didn't score on this play. He's hobbled with a hamstring pull. Infield is coming up tight now against pitcher Bert Blyleven.
2nd and 3rd with 1 out. Blyleven has knocked in 2 runs this year. He was credited with a sacrifice in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss. That was the play on which Carlton fielded and fired the ball into left center field for a 2-base error.
Knowing Chuck Tanner, he might try the suicide squeeze.
1 out. Nothing and 2.
He won't do it now.
Madlock at third, Nicosia at second. The Pirates lead at 3-2. Just missed. Steve Carlton trying to get out of another jam. Lefty pitching for the first time since July 21st. He got Blyleven. He was counting on him as the second out, and he fans him strikeout number 5. Well, here is the most improved Pirate of them all, Omar Moreno. Moreno has singled in 2 runs. He has stolen a base and scored a run. One ball and 1 strike on Moreno. Two and 1. There are the runners. Madlock third, Nicosia second. That's a strike, 2 and 2. Breaking ball just missed, 3 and 2. There is a base open here, of course. Foley is on deck. 3-2 pitch. He got him. Gutty performance by Carlton after getting in a jam. That's his 6th strikeout. Pirates don't score in the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. We finished 4. The Buccos lead 3-2.
You know, there's a lot of hot dogs in this league. Willie Montanez, Billy Buckner, and the ones I like best, even more than myself, are Phillies Franks.
Profitable business means keeping your goods moving. But when you need lift truck service, you need it now. We can handle it fast. Genuine Yale parts, a minor tune-up, or a major overhaul. With factory-trained Yale service. All at the sign of real value.
Call Yale Industrial Trucks, Delaware Valley and Willow Grove, 215-657-0600. Let us help keep your goods moving.
Beneath these waves lies a horror beyond imagining, hungry for human flesh, and it's coming up from the depths. Run. Get out of its way if you can. A living tidal wave of terror is rising, clawing, eating its way up from the depths. Your vacation is about to end. Rated R.
Starts Friday at a theater near you. Check newspapers for listing.
I'm a freelance writer, and I work some crazy hours, so I need a bank that can handle it. My bank is Girard. With George, I do my banking night or day on my schedule. And now with George Bank by phone, I can pay my bills, check my balance, just about anywhere there is a phone. I like doing business with creative people. I get the feeling Girard does, too.
Night and day,
George lets you be the banker at Girard Bank.
It's 3-2 Pirates as we go to the Phillies' fifth inning. Carlton will lead it off. Lefty got a sacrifice fly to drive in one of the Phillies' runs. That was fouled off Brocklander. 1 strike on Carlton. Mets and Expos scoreless in the second inning of the first end of their doubleheader. Doc Ellis and Ross Grimsley. Cardinals lead the Cubs 2-0, bottom of the fourth. That's also the first of a doubleheader. Silvio Martinez against Dennis Lamp. Pitchers are up at Cincinnati. Randy Jones for the Padres and Frank Pastore for Cincinnati. There's a line drive, base hit for Carlton. Lefty with his 14th hit of the season. Starts inning number 5 for the Phillies, and that's only their 3rd hit.
Well, Steve really helps himself with that bat. Blyleven had 2 strikes on him. Steve hit a pretty good pitch, a curveball.
And here's Bake McBride, who has grounded out and lined out. Texas 3, Cleveland 3, bottom of the third, first end of their doubleheader. Chicago 4-0 over Toronto, last of the second inning. Kansas City 2-0 over Detroit. They're in the second inning. Now Bake back to work today after getting a day off yesterday. Two and nothing. Bake McBride has played 106 games for the Phillies this year. This is game number 111. Little low, 3-0 to Bake. Blyleven has walked 2, struck out 4. Pirates lead 3-2. He walks in. Bake down to first on 4 pitches. Runners at first and second, nobody out. The batter will be Larry Bowa. Well, if you're thinking of an afternoon off, a suggestion might be Thursday afternoon this coming week. That's the 9th of August when the Phils meet the Montreal Expos in a business person special at Veterans Stadium beginning at 12:35. So make your plans to see some baseball and get some sunshine at the Vet this week, the only midweek afternoon game on the Phillies card this year. That'll be an important game in the windup of a big 3-game series with the Expos, which begins on Tuesday night at 7:35. Well, here's Bowa. After talking with third base coach Billy DeMars, he'll bat with 2 on, nobody out.
This is a bunt situation with Bowa. The problem here, of course, is the lead runner, Steve Carlton, not that good a base runner. Bowa would really have to lay down a good bunt.
And Larry looked bunterish. Pirate infield looking for a bunt. One of those, Larry. He has grounded out and struck out today. That time he was going to take the cut. 2-0. Well, Blyleven's digging a little hole for himself here now. He was ahead of Carlton on the count. Lefty got a hit. Then he walked McBride on 4 pitches. He drops Bowa 2-0. Nobody out. Outside. Bowa again shortened on the bat, but that was well outside.
Blyleven he's a good control pitcher, but he was close on some pitches with McBride, but he's been way off on Bowa. Bowa will look at 1, possibly 2.
Chuck Tanner gets Joe Coleman up in the bullpen, right-hander. Strike. Third base coach Billy DeMars giving those signs that Bo is watching right now. The 3-1 pitch. He's on. The bases are loaded with Phillies, nobody out. And Pete Rose coming to the plate, but that's after Harvey Haddix comes out to talk with his pitcher.
Robin Roberts once said that Harvey Haddix was the best pitching coach in baseball. Of course, Harvey was a very fine pitcher himself. He was a fine pitcher, a good hitter, and a great fielder. There's Joe Coleman Jr., Joe Coleman Sr., of course, with the old Philadelphia Athletics many years ago.
Plate umpire Fred Brocklander walking to the mound now to say, come on, make up your mind. Coleman is not ready, and they're not going to make a change here anyway, but this is a jam for Blyleven as the bases are loaded with nobody out. Pirates lead it by 1 run, and the heart of the Phil's lineup do Rose, Luzinski, Unser. Phil's got to get something out of this. Rose has flied to left, line to Madlock. Pete looking for that base hit that'll set the all-time National League singles record. Out of play, strike 1. And we might mention, too, that Rose is nearing another milestone, only 3 RBIs shy of 1,000, and he wouldn't mind closing in on that right here. Ball on a strike to Rose.
Looks like home plate umpire Brocklander is pinching the strike zone a little bit on Blyleven. Blyleven thought that last pitch should have been a called strike.
The 1-1 to Rose. In the hole, a base hit. A new National League record, and the Phillies have tied the game. Steve Carlton crosses the plate with the 3rd run, and Pete Rose has just gotten his 2,427th single.
There it is. He went right with the pitch, stroked it to the opposite field, right in the hole. Carlton scoring the tying run, still nobody out in the inning. There you see the announcement, and let me tell you, that is something to be proud of.
So remember that on Tuesday night when the Phillies meet the Expos at Veterans Stadium, all fans will receive this good-looking poster commemorating that single that you just saw, number 2,427 by Rose. And that is a good-looking poster. Ball 1 to Greg Luzinski, who has walked and struck out. Phillies 3, Pirates 3, nobody out in the 5th inning. Rose now only 2 RBIs shy of 1,000 in his career. 2-0.
Blyleven thought that should have been a strike, but his ball has a little tail on it today and really goes in on those right-hand batters.
Bases loaded.
Center field. It is a grand slammer. Greg Luzinski has unloaded the bases. Phillies lead it 7-3.
Oh, did he unload on that one? A grand slammer for the ball. It was a pitch that Blyleven had to throw over right down the heart of the plate. That ought to give the Phillies a much-needed lift. Here's the pitch. You can see it right down the heart of the plate. I think the bull, certainly Moreno in center field, knew it right away. Up in those bleachers. And that's going to be all for Bert Blyleven. Still nobody out in the inning.
Well, you talk about coming through with a key hit. And you can point to so many occasions this year when the Phillies have lacked getting that. But what a hit by Luzinski right here. The bull with his 15th home run of the year. He now has 62 runs batted in, and he has sent Blyleven to the shower. We've got a pitching change in Pittsburgh. Phillies lead it 7-3. We'll be back in a moment.
This is Carol Burnett. You're watching Phillies action on WPHL TV, Channel 17 in Philadelphia. Boy, you have good taste.
I know what I like, and I like the Phillies.
The business people of our community are real Philly fanatics. That's why the Phillies are having our annual Business Person Special on Thursday, August 9th. So you hard-working Center Cityites can play a little hooky. The game begins at 12:35, and you'll be able to get back in plenty of time to answer your messages. So take the afternoon off Thursday, August 9th for the Phil's Expos game.
Yes, sir?
Okay, buddy, you're under arrest.
Good, I can use arrest.
No, I'm taking you down to the station.
The police station?
No, the #1 sports station in the entire Delaware Valley.
You mean Channel 17, the station that has the Phillies?
That's the one. Let's go.
Well, in that case, let me slip into something a little more comfortable.
Huh?
You know, I played for the Phillies once.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, somebody stepped on my clarinet and broke it. I'll still go watch.
Laugh along with the new Soupy Sales Show, weeknights at 6 on Channel 17. Well, the Phillies have put a little breathing room between themselves and the Pirates right now in dramatic fashion with Greg Luzinski's 5th career Grand Slam home run. And now it'll be Joe Coleman, just returning to the National League as the new Pirate pitcher. Coleman has done a good job since joining the Pirates. He has a 2.57 earned run average. He is appearing in only his 4th game. That's hit well to right field. And that ball is out of here. Unser has hit home run number 5, and the Phillies have tacked on another run. 8-3 Phillies as Del Unser hits a home run.
Now, Del hit a high sinker. Here it is. A high sinker is just about the same as a hanging curve. That beautiful swing by Unser. 8-3 ball game now. Still nobody out.
Number 5 for Unser, RBI number 25, and Garry Maddox has been on base both times with a single and a walk. The Phillies are assured of batting around this inning because there's nobody out. Maddox, the 7th batter of the inning to come up. Joe Coleman, 32 years of age. Pirates got him as a free agent. He was released by the Giants in May. Pirates purchased him midway through last month. Here's a fly ball, shallow right field. Garner says he can get it. And he made a tough play. That would have been a lot easier for Parker. Maddox pops out as the first out of the inning. Here's Tim McCarver. McCarver has singled and grounded out. Well, those 2 walks really hurt Blyleven. Gave up a single to Carlton, but then he walked McBride and Bowa. Rose singled in 1, bases still loaded, and Luzinski unloaded them himself. Then Unser followed with a solo shot. That's pop foul out of play. Hit hard in the center field area and taken there by Moreno, who can fly. McCarver really nailed that ball, but Omar got over to make the catch for out number 2, and Manny Trillo will be the batter.
McCarver's probably hitting the ball as well as he ever has in his career in the last couple of weeks. They're catching everything. He had 4 line drives in a ball game not too long ago. They were all caught. And he nailed that last one pretty well.
Trillo 0 for 2. He was on base on an error by Foley. 8-3 Phillies were in the 5th inning. The runs scored by the Phillies in this inning break a streak of 27 innings without scoring an earned run. They did have 2 earlier in this ball game, but they were unearned, and the last run that they got in the second game here Friday night was unearned. Of course, they were shut out yesterday. Out of play, 2-2 on Trillo. Big crowd here at Three Rivers again today. Joe Coleman. Field Parker will get this one. Trillo retired. The Phillies bat around in the inning, and they really do a job. 6 runs for the Phillies, 4 hits in the inning, and nobody left on base. At the end of 4 1/2, the Phillies lead the Pirates 8-3.
Today you bring home your new baby and your wife, and gather round the people who mean so much in your life. Oh, come on and take the happy way. Come on and have a happy day. Have a happy day.
Make a 4-cylinder economy stop now at your Ford dealers clearance headquarters. See the 28 MPG Fiesta, the 21 MPG Mustang, and the 22 MPG Pinto. And he has plenty to choose from, and they're all clearance priced. Come on in and get a great deal on a Pinto Pony, or this good-looking Mustang, or the front-wheel drive Fiesta. Make a 4-cylinder economy stop at your Ford dealers clearance headquarters, and do it today.
You gotta hear this. Nobody can pack it away like my friend Sam. That's why we go to Gino's. We go for Gino's sirloin. Because only sirloin is good enough for Sam. Gino's sirloiner is a plump, juicy quarter pound of 100% sirloin. Fantastic. Hey, I go for Gino's sirloiner too. But nobody goes for him like my friend Sam. Here you go, Samantha.
Gino's, you go for the food.
TV's most honored lady, Dinah Shore, starts a brand new season with brand new shows this fall on Channel 17. Catch Dinah and Friends coming this fall on the Great Entertainer, Channel 17. Tim Foli takes a strike. Foli is 1 for 2 this afternoon. Phillies now with an 8-3 lead as they batted around. In their half of the 5th inning, the big blow, the slam by Luzinski. Foley eluded that pitch somehow. It was headed right for him, but he got out of the way.
A lot easier to get the top part of your body out of the way of a pitch than the bottom part. It almost got him in the hind leg.
2-1 to Foley. Holding up for Maddox, but he can't hang on to it. The ball off his glove. You don't see that very often. And Foley goes into second. They may give him a double. Maddox got over, and the ball hit off his glove. We don't see that very often.
Well, Gary, it's a ball that he should catch and usually catches. Like 99 out of 100 times. He misjudged it a little bit, but he did get leather on it. And they're going to give Foley a double.
So that's hit number 6 for the Pirates. And here is Dave Parker, a strikeout victim twice. Carlton has spanned 6 this afternoon. Phillies lead it 8-3. Carlton has been giving Parker a steady diet of curveballs outside, most of them in the dirt. In fact, Parker struck out on a wild pitch in the first inning. Foley was on first at the time. He went to second.
Well, I guess he'll keep throwing that pitch as long as Parker keeps swinging at it. Can't do much with the pitch, even if you did hit it.
Bounced that one up there. Good stop by McCarver. Foley would have been on third base had Timmy not come up with that ball. 2-1 to Parker. There's Foley. Doubled off Maddox's glove. Well, he chased another one of those same pitches, didn't he?
That's right. Keeps going after it. Once in a while he'll take one, and then once in a while it's like he makes up his mind he's going to swing, and he just keeps right on with it.
2-2 on Parker. There's another one out there, but full count.
I believe Carlton will go along with that same pitch.
Foley at second with nobody out. Phillies ahead by 5 runs. He got that one over the plate. Parker has struck out for the 3rd consecutive time.
That might be the only strike that Carlton has thrown Parker today, and this was almost a perfect pitch. Beautiful pitch, matter of fact.
7 strikeouts for the big left-hander, 3 of them on Parker. And Bill Robinson, who has singled in a Pirate run. Robinson has hurt Carlton this year. He's 5 out of 9 against lefty with a home run in there. One ball, one strike. Into left field, Luzinski was playing deep. He can't get it. Being waved around is Foley. He scores. Robinson singles in front of Luzinski. And the Pirates get a run back. It's 8-4 Phillies.
Bill Robinson probably hits left-hand pitching as well as anybody in baseball. It looked like Luzinski might have a shot at this ball, but he slammed on the brakes in a hurry. Guess we'll never know.
Foley scores, and the Pirates trail 8-4. The batter is Lee Lacy. Robinson has singled in 2 of the Bucko runs, numbers 58 and 59 for him. Lacy has struck out and flied to right. 1 out in the inning. Lacy starting the game in left field for Pittsburgh, his first appearance in this series. Ball 3. No advance by Robinson. Robbie at first with 1 away. That's in 3-1. Lacy looking at Joe Lunette's signs. See if he can swing. It's a strike. Lacy thought it was inside. Full count on Lee Lacy. Free agent signed when he played on his option with the Dodgers. Robinson running. Foul in and out of the glove of McCarver. He's still alive. Robinson had gone to second, but with the foul ball, he'll have to go back. Robinson left the second game Friday night with muscle spasms in both legs. He pronounced himself fit to play yesterday. 8-4, Phillies lead game one of this doubleheader. Dickie Knowles and Don Robinson in the second game. That was foul. Still 3-2 on Lacy. Steve Carlton been in a lot of trouble today, but the Phillies have given him some offense, and Lefty leads at 8-4. That ball is hammered deep to left field by Lacy. And the Pirates get back 2 more runs. It's now 8-6. Home run number 4 for Lacy. Well, the prosperity didn't last too long, Rich.
Well, these Pirates, they're hot. They're coming back at him. Lacy hit a bad pitch. I believe it was high. Let's look at the 3-2 pitch. Looks like it was right up around the letters where it was. The Pirates trail by 2 now.
Still only 1 out this inning. Here's Madlock. He is 0 for 1. He also walked. That was the 15th home run yielded by Carlton this year. Kevin Sauché is up and throwing in the Phillies bullpen. 1 hopper to Boa. And Larry gets it over in time to nail Madlock for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 down, and the batter will be Phil Garner. Here's Garner, who has struck out and flied out to Garry Maddox. Garry making a fine running catch. Deep left center field. A bouncer toward Trillo. And the inning is over, but the Pirates have gotten 3 runs back. They did it on 3 hits, nobody left on base. We finished 5. Phillies lead at 8-6, and now it's time for a tasty break with Tasty Cake.
Cake is the day in spring, a brand new love or a golden ring. Tasty cake is the morning sun, it's all the good things wrapped up in one. Tasty cake is the Nicosia, a song they're singing for you and me. Tasty cake is a world of fun, it's all the good things wrapped up in one.
Tasty Cake brings out the kid in all their fans. Tasty Cake, all the good things wrapped up in one.
We've talked to more people, and they've told us Acme Super Saver offers them more ways to save. For instance, our super saving low prices and bell ringer specials. These and more add up to savings on your total food bill. And this week, Acme tops it with a bonus of double savings. That's right, double savings on manufacturer's cents-off coupons. Purchase the item at Acme and get double the coupon value this week. Shop Acme Super Saver, where every day you'll find more ways to save.
All right, Bob, I got an idea. I think we'd be a whole lot more efficient if we order by phone, then send the purchase order.
Out of the question.
Well, we'd know if they're out of stock immediately.
Boss should never buy it.
We'd avoid delays, mix-ups, unnecessary paperwork. Come on, what do you say?
I
say we should start ordering by long distance today.
My thoughts exactly. Here, kid, get to work. Boss, I've got a great idea. You're going to love this.
Do you trade in your car every 2 or 3 years? If you do, Girard's new auto leasing program may save you money. To find out about auto leasing the Girard way, stop in at any Girard office. We're there when you need us. Well, here come the Phillies after batting around in their last inning. And so it'll be Steve Carlton to try to lead it off again. Lefty started that big 6-run fifth for the Phillies with a base hit. Carlton has singled, and he's also knocked in a run on a sacrifice fly. 8-6 Phillies. And you got to say, Rich, this is an interesting ball game.
Oh, boy. Been some fine play, some loose play, a lot of hitting. 14 hits in the game already. 4 errors, 3 of them by the Phillies.
Hard hit ball and a base hit for Carlton. Steve Carlton, second hit of the ball game and number 15 on the season. Here we go again. That's the 7th hit in the game for the Phillies. Pirates have actually out-hit the Phillies 8-7 right now, but they trail by 2 runs. McBride 0 for 2 with a walk. Drake was on base when Greg Luzinski hit his slam. Note on the board, 58 years ago today in Buck history, the first radio baseball broadcast ever by Harold Arlen. Bucks and the Phillies.
There it is. Harold Arlen, was that the movie star?
No, but it was the father of the guy who later on wound up pitching for the Padres. That's all they get, just one.
Well, that's right. Steve Arlen, huh?
One down, McBride at first on the fielder's choice. And the batter will be Larry Bowa. Larry is 0 for 2 with a walk. He, too, was on base when Luzinski hit his 15th home run of this year and his 5th career grand slam. Boy, that was a no doubt about it shot, too, wasn't it?
Larry Bowa. Dead center field, right over the 400-foot sign. Probably carried another 7,500 feet after that up in those bleachers.
Here's Bowa. Phillies lead at 8-6. 1 on, 1 out. Little broken bat hopper to Robinson. Gets 1. Back to first. He got 2. Fine defensive play by Bill Robinson. First base not his regular position, but he looked good on that. And the Phillies are out in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. They go to the Pirates' 6th. Phillies lead 8-6.
This Bud's for everybody who puts in a hard day's work.
This Bud's for you. For all you do, the king of beers is coming through.
Yeah, just for you, that distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
For all you do.
This Bud's for you.
Ever hear the one about the traveling salesman? They do a lot of running around, alone. So when I'm on the road, I like to eat good. I go to Gino's. I don't go for gimmicks, excuse me. I go for Gino's salad combos. A Gino's sirloiner. Or crispy fish. Or Kentucky Fried Chicken, each teamed up with a salad from Gino's Fresh Salad Bar. Gino's salad combos. Just good food. And no fooling around.
Gino's. You go for the food.
Who offers more kinds of tires than Goodyear?
Nobody.
Who sells more tires than Goodyear?
Nobody.
Who has more values than Goodyear?
Nobody.
And by value, we mean Goodyear's buy-as-ply bestseller, the Power Streak. You get traction, mileage, and smooth riding comfort at much less than you'd expect to pay for such quality. Come on in now and ask for Power Streak at low, low prices. Okay, who satisfies more than Goodyear?
Nobody.
Nobody offers more than Goodyear.
This fall, Good Times is coming to Channel 17. Watch for it, Good Times, this fall. The Pirate Parrot. Not exactly a fanatic. Has a little work to do yet to get into that league. Steve Nicosia leads it off for the Pirates. There's a shot deep to center field. That ball carrying out of here. Oh, my goodness, it's a one-run ball game. Whitey, what's going on around here?
Well, there's a guy you don't expect to get that much hitting out of. That's his third base hit. He's singled, doubled, and homered now in this game. In fact, he got a pitch out over the plate a little bit. He doesn't hit many homers.
That's only number 4 this year and his 10th run driven in, but he's 3 for 3 this afternoon, and the Pirates are to within 1. It is 8-7 Phillies. Here comes Manny Sanguillen out to bat for the pitcher, Joe Coleman. Sanguillen hitting at .244. That's Kevin Sauché throwing in the Phillies bullpen. Raleigh Eastwick had been up as well. The veteran Sanguillen. Manny has been around quite a while. He has a .298 lifetime average. Manny now 35 years of age. Foul ball. Well, we pass along a little good news. The Mets are leading Montreal 2-0 at the end of 3 behind Doc Ellis. 2-1 Cardinals over the Cubs. They have finished 6 innings. In both cases, they are game 1 of doubleheaders. Fouled away by the free swinging Manny, a ball and 2 strikes. Goes down, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Pirates traded Sanguillen away to the Oakland A's for the rights to Chuck Tanner, if you recall that interesting deal when the Pirates wanted to sign Tanner as their manager. And then they got Sanguillen back again. Enrique Romo really shut the door on Friday night, is listening up in the Bucco bullpen. Full count to Sanguillen. That's grounded foul. Say, fans, we want to remind you again that when you come out to the ballpark on Tuesday night, that good-looking poster that we've been showing you, and it really is a classy item. It's a very glossy, laminated type to it, commemorating the hit that Pete Rose got earlier. Number 2,427 will be given to every fan. Foul ball. Sanguillen gave the crowd a thrill with that one, but it was foul. So everybody gets that great poster that the Phillies will be giving out Tuesday night when the Phillies and the Expos open an 8-game homestand for the Phillies. It's really quite a collector's item. Full count to Sanguillen. Nobody out in the inning. He swung and missed that pitch. McCarver to first. He's safe. Sanguillen safe at first base. It will probably be a wild pitch on Carlton. even though he struck out Sanguillen. Manny is safe at first.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be, all right. Danny Ozark is headed towards the mound now. And the Pirates have the tying run on base, nobody out. It looks like Ozark is going to the bullpen. He is, to Kevin Sauché.
Well, what a strange game for Carlton today. He has a couple of hits, has 8 strikeouts, but he's yielded a couple of home runs, and he leaves with only a 1-run lead. We'll be back after this timeout.
Every weeknight at 6, Soup's on, and he's cooking with lads. Don't miss the new Soupy Sale Show, weeknights at 6 on WPHL Channel 17, Philadelphia.
It's hard to believe, but it's been 15 years since those Fighting 64 Phillies played at Connie Mack Stadium. There were some great names and great events, like Jim Bunning's perfect game. Well, the 64 crew is coming back for this year's edition of the Old Timers game. And our Old Timers will play a team of 64 All-Stars, including Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, and Eddie Matthews. Be sure to come early and watch the teams warm up. The game begins at 6:15.
Getting close now. Close enough to get ripped apart. Any more of that and we'll need no paint job.
Dive into adventure with Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, weeknights at 8 on Channel 17.
Dive into adventure with Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, weeknights at 8 on Channel 17. A left-hander, Kevin Sauché, is the new pitcher for the Phillies. You can see Kevin has won 1 and lost 1. He is appearing today in his 15th ball game. He had 1 start. So Carlton is done. And what a strange exit as he strikes out the last batter he faces, but that batter, Manny Sanguillen, is standing on first base on a wild pitch. Carlton had 2 strikeouts on wild pitches today. So Carlton is done after working 5+ innings, giving up 9 hits and 7 runs thus far. He walked only 1, struck out 8. Lacy hit him for a 2-run homer, and Nicosia hit him for a solo blast here in this inning. It's 8-7 Phillies as Omar Moreno bats. Moreno has singled in 2 runs, part of a 1-for-3 afternoon. He also picked up his 50th stolen base. Nobody out. That's a strike. Kevin Sauché, 22 years of age, out of Pensacola, Florida. A strike again, and Moreno takes 2. It's 0-2. Kevin was 1-1 at Oklahoma City. 2.75 earned run average when he was called up July 4th. And he's out of there. Yesterday we saw Moreno bunt for a hit on 2 strikes, but today he tries it and he's out. Give Sauché a strikeout. We'll pause for station identification. This is the Phillies Television Network.
You're watching WPHL TV, Channel 17, Philadelphia.
The batter is Tim Foli. He's 2 for 3 today with a double. Lined out the one time the Phils did get him. Soche has a good move. We've been impressed by his move to first base. Sanguillen's over there. 8-7, Phillies lead it.
Manny's taking an extremely long lead. He used to be a good runner. I don't think he's quite as fast as he once was. I don't think he's going to try to steal, but he is taking a long lead.
He better be careful. Boy, that was a long lead, but he was going back when the pitch was delivered. 1-0 to Foley, batting at .283. Time called. This has been a wild ball game. Phillies led 2-0, fell behind 3-2, led it 8-3, now ahead 8-7. The Roadrunner gets out. Strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike on the shortstop Foley. Sanguillen, we've noticed, is going back to first every time Soche delivers. This time he did not. 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like he has that one-way lead where he's not really trying to steal. He's trying to rattle the pitcher. Only priority seems to be able to get back to first.
He represents the tying run right now. The Pirates have 9 hits, the Phillies have 7, but the Bucks are down by a run. 3-1 to Foley. And you know who's on deck. Dave Parker. The answer to a prayer here would be a double play ball. But instead, the Bucks have 2 on. Runners at first and second. 1 out. And an interesting moment in the life of this young man as he will face a guy he has read about, Dave Parker. Parker has struck out 3 times today. Carlton was getting him on low outside curveballs. The last time up, Parker swung at a couple of them, but then took a called third strike. Parker has batted safely in 11 straight, but he's 0 for 3. Ball 1. Got it. There's, it's dropped. The ball was dropped at second base. Everybody saved. The Phillies had 1 out for sure. They might well have had a double play, but they get nothing.
If this wasn't a double play ball, there aren't any because it was hit hard, and Trillo really turns a double play. He got there, and the ball just popped out. I'll tell you, that's another error. That's number 4. And that could be costly.
Larry Bowa will get an assist. Manny Trillo gets the error. And the bases are loaded with Bucks with 1 out. And Bill Robinson will bat. Tony Barnarone was out.
Here's where Foley got hurt a little bit. Like Oh, Trillo hit him in the back of the neck with his knee.
Well, here's Bill Robinson. He has twice singled in runs. A bouncing ball to Trillo. There's one. They got the double play, even though Bowa was really taken out at second base, knocked down, bounced the ball to first, but they still got a double play. Manny Trillo trying to recover that error he just made sure of that. What an inning, what a ball game. The Pirates get a run on the home run by Nicosia. That was the only hit of the inning. And there are two men left on base. There was one error for the Phillies as well. At the end of 6, Phils lead the Buccos 8-7.
I do not like them. I have never liked them. And I will not tolerate them in my house.
Yes, ma'am. We'll get rid of the roaches.
Morgan, we're number 1. We get the job done. We're Morgan.
Now that you have the Orkin service, we'll be back every month, ma'am.
Supposing I should see one before you come back.
Then we'll come back at no extra charge.
That's unusual.
Not for Orkin, ma'am.
Big number 1.
Here are 2 good reasons for renting Caterpillar lift trucks from Ransom Lift. First, since most of our rental trucks are 2 years old or less, they're probably twice as new as the ones you're using. Second, if we ever have to deliver you a rental truck that's more than 3 years old, we take off the Cat Plus, and we give you a 10% rebate on your rental rate. At Ransom Lift, we deliver what we promise. Win 2 reserved seats to a Phillies game, plus a chance to win this Toyota Celica Fanatic Mobile from Channel 17. Just send a postcard to Fanatic Mobile, Box 28219, Philadelphia, 19131.
Just get out. I don't have a cat either, please. Oh, I need some aspirin.
I feel good all over.
You...
Dave!
You know something, lady? I got neckties at home dumber than you.
Carol Burnett and Friends, weeknights at 7:30 on Channel 17. We play favorites.
Here's that double play ball that Bill Robinson hit into, and watch Larry Bowa down here. Larry knew he was really going to get hit hard here by Parker. He got the throw off, not much on it, but bounced right up there for Unser, and they got Bill Robinson on a key double play.
Well, that's just part of a jigsaw puzzle of a ball game. We've had all kinds of interesting things happen here, certainly not all favorable from the Phillies' point of view. Enrique Romo is the new pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates as we go to the 7th inning. The Phillies lead it by 1 run, and here for play-by-play, Rich Ashburn.
Okay, and you can see Romo is having a great season. He's 7-3 on the year, fine earned run average. He'll face Pete Rose, Greg Luzinski, and Del Unser. Rose is 1 for 3, 2 RBIs, runs scored, and of course he broke the singles record set by Honus Wagner. Strike 1 on Rose. Pete's hitting .320. Still anybody's ball game. Fly ball, Moreno over, and Rose is out. 1 down here in the 7th. Enrique Romo throws about every pitch imaginable. Some, I think, that they haven't caught up. They say he also throws a spitter along fastball, slider, curve, screwball. Here's Luzinski. Greg 1 for 2, grand slam home run. He's knocked in 4 and scored 2 runs. The Bull hitting .256. Ball 1 to Luzinski. Phillies lead 8-7, top of the 7th, first of a doubleheader. Popped up. Easy play for Foley. And Luzinski's out. Del Unser coming to bat. Del is 1 for 3 with a home run. Unser hitting .308. Mike Schmidt not in this ball game. Probably not in the doubleheader, except maybe as a pinch hitter. Mike with that whole muscle in the groin area. Screwball outside, ball 1 to Unser. Temperature in the 90s here today. Fastball over. Mabel Rhyme, Karen, and Kathy Daly here from Sewell and Pittman, New Jersey. The place is loaded with Phillies fans today. Base hit for Unser. Dell's second hit of the game. He took the big turn. Left to move to second, so Unser's a 2-out base runner. First base runner the Phillies have had off Romo in this series. He came in relief on Friday night and retired everybody in the 2 innings he pitched. Here's Garry Maddox. Gary's been on twice with a walk and a single. He's scored a run. Officially 1 for 2, batting .292. Phillies lead 8-7, top of the 7th. Strike 1 on Maddox. Del Unser might try to steal a base. Hit pretty well to right field. Parker's over and makes the catch in foul territory. That'll be it for the Phillies. No runs. 1 hit, 1 left on. Pirates batting in the home 7th with a score of the Phillies 8 and Pittsburgh 7.
A few years ago, this town didn't have a Leone car wash. And Mr. Jensen, he had a camper so old it wasn't worth washing. Of course, there was no Finance America here then. When we came to town, folks came to us. They heard Finance America invests in people. Looks like our investments paid off. For the Leones, for the Jensens, and for us. Because we do well with our money when you do well with our money. Finance America. We invest in you.
We've talked to more people, and they've told us Acme Super Saver offers them more ways to save. For instance, our super saving low prices and bell ringer specials. These and more add up to savings on your total food bill. And this week, Acme tops it with a bonus of double savings. That's right, double savings on manufacturer's cents-off coupons. Purchase the item at Acme and get double the coupon value this week. Shop Acme Super Saver, where every day you'll find more ways to save.
When you say Budweiser, when you say Bud, you said a lot of things nobody else can say. When you say Bud, you say you care enough to only want the king of beers. When you say Budweiser, you said it all.
At Goodyear, service with a smile means Goodyear does the service, and you do the smiling. Mike Anderson in left field. Luzinski out of the game. Bottom of the 7th. Lee Lacy, the batter. Lacy's already hit a home run and 3 times at bat. 2-run homer. Lacy's hitting .273. Strike 1 on Lacy. Wild first ball game here, and both managers now are into their bullpen. A little bit high, 1-1 the count on Lacy. Kevin Sauché. Just a tad low. Sauché trying to save a game for Steve Carlton. 2-2 the count. Phillies playing Lacy straight away. 3-2 on Lacy. These Pirates worry to death, if nothing else. Fouled back. Close pitch. Lacy took it for ball 4. He represents the tying run on base. Nobody out. Looked like a pretty decent pitch, but Bud Brockline, the home plate umpire, said it was outside. Bill Madlock, the batter, officially 0 for 2, hitting .279. Bunt attempt, missed. Strike 1 on Madlock. Third base coach Joe Winnett going through some signs that he's getting from Chuck Tanner. There's Joe. Used to be one of the Whiz kids. Popped up, fouled. Out of play. Strike 2 on Madlock. Pete Rose playing third base today as Mike Schmidt is out of the lineup with that injury. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Phillies lead 8-7, bottom of the 7th. First of a doubleheader. We'll bring you all this Sunday afternoon baseball on Channel 17 and stations. Here's a foul ball. Out of play. Tug McGraw, Phillies bullpen. Close. Met. Big double play. Boa gambled. He went to Trillo. Lacy could have taken Manny Trillo right into left field. Watch this double play. The runner was going. Lacy was running. Lacy, boy, I tell you, he might have been safe. But he was called out at second by umpire Paul Pryor, and that is a key double play. 2 outs. Watch Manny Trillo here. Trillo knew he had plenty of time. Here's Phil Garner, who's popped one up. McCarver's there and puts it away right in front of the Phillies dugout, and the Pirates are out. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. At the end of 7 full innings, it's still the Phillies 8 and the Pirates 7.
So you want a beef? Try Phillies Beef Franks.
Get your beef. Phillies Beef Franks by Medford's.
I might have died if it weren't for these ever-ready batteries with a cat on the label. A car had crashed on an old bridge. As I radioed for help, the weakened bridge collapsed. Suddenly, I was 30 feet underwater. I came up dazed and hurt. Am I glad my flashlight had ever-ready batteries? After about an hour, I was rescued. I believe in that ever-ready cat.
Get ever-ready batteries in the economy pack. They'll save you money. They could save your life.
Now save hundreds of dollars at your Ford dealer's economy stock clearance, his biggest clearance sale ever. He's getting special cash incentives from Ford to lower his selling prices to you. Get a fabulous clearance deal on the new sized Ford LTD with superb comfort and plenty of room for 6. Or get sensational savings on the elegant Thunderbird. The selection has never been better. Come to your Ford dealer's biggest clearance sale in history. Save hundreds of dollars, yes, hundreds, at his economy stock clearance today.
Natural things are right for you.
Fresh squeezed orange flavor.
They're part of how you live.
Just picking black cherry goodness.
Getting back to bed.
Ginger ale with real ginger snap.
Knowing how to give. Frank's flavors, they taste so
Frank starts with real fruit.
pure and simple, not like the
Plump and
rest.
sweet and orchard fresh.
Frank's flavors, they taste so
And squeezes out the natural goodness.
natural born.
Try Frank's natural born flavor.
Well, we're in the top of the 8th inning. Quite a ball game. Phillies leading 8-7, and Harry Kellis back with us. Harry, I believe another run or two might not look too shabby.
Certainly wouldn't. Like to give the Phillies relief pitching a little more with which to work. Phillies leading 8-7. Tim McCarver leads off. He's 1 out of 3. I guess the big question is, can a couple of rookies get the Phillies out of this lethargy here in Pittsburgh? Kevin Soche has done a great job. Tug McGraw is up. Soch may be taken out for a pinch hitter, but boy, after what could have been a disastrous error at second base to come back and get a double play, you got to give Soch some credit.
They haven't been around long enough to get scared, I guess.
Dickie Knowles will be pitching the second game, another rookie for the Phils. 1-0 to Tim McCarver. 2-0 to him. Enrique Romo in his second inning in relief of Joe Coleman. He throws a wide assortment of pitches. Screwball, slider, curveball, change,
Most
fastball.
of them are legal.
Some feel that he will occasionally wet one. Two and 1 to Tim McCarver. Phillies' big inning, the 5th inning, when the Phillies scored 6, including a grand slam by Greg Luzinski and a solo home run by Del Unser. Tim not looking for the fastball, and it's 2-2 to him. In that same inning, Pete Rose collected his 2,427th single, all-time National League mark. Bouncing ball to Bill Robinson. Robinson to Romo covering, and McCarver is out. That's one down, and that'll bring up Manny Trillo. Trillo 0 for 3 is grounded into a fielder's choice, struck out, and flied out to right. One down in the Phillies' 8th inning. Missed low with a slider, 1-0 to Manny Trillo. Kevin Saucher is in the on-deck circle. Well, Danny may leave the game in his hands. That's hit pretty well to center field, but Omar Moreno is back there near the warning track, and Trillo is out, 2 down. Saucher is going to bat for himself. So Danny is going to leave it up to the young 23-year-old left-hander. Saucher is a hitter. 1 for 6. Two outs in the Phillies' 8th inning. And what that discussion is about was Saucher hitting. Nothing to Kevin Saucher. Ball and a strike to him. One and two. Kevin stays alive at a ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Another game to follow this one. Dickie Knowles going for the Phillies against Don Robinson for the Buccos. Struck him out. Well, the Phillies are down in order in the 8th. No runs, hits, or errors, and none left. We go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. The Phillies lead the Pirates 8-7.
Now that's a fine-looking pair wearing the new Phillies T-shirt, compliments of Toyota. Pick one up if you're 14 or under. Saturday, August 11th.
43 miles a gallon, coming right up.
Flash your mileage extender? $19.95, right down the drain.
Here we go.
People do some crazy things to get better mileage. So Gulf would like to recommend a few that aren't so crazy. Like removing that extra weight, replacing a dirty air filter, maybe even correcting a small mistake. Here's your problem, sir. It's smart to get the most out of the gas you buy and the place you buy it.
The Camel goes farther without stopping for water than any other animal. The Concorde from American Motors goes farther without stopping for gas than any car in America. Based on EPA estimates, Concorde's fuel-efficient 4-cylinder engine, 4-speed transmission, and 22-gallon gas tank lets it go 484 miles. What other car goes that far without stopping for a nice long drink? The luxurious AMC Concorde goes farther on one tank of gas than any car in America.
be a good hitter, you got to get in there and take a couple swings every day.
And with the Pete Rose batting practice, you can help your kids hit better, too. It's easy. Just stretch the cord, pitch, and hit away. High, low, fast, slow. Get your kids the Pete Rose batting practice. It's a great way to practice hitting.
I'm proud to have my name on Pete Rose's batting practice. I think it will help kids learn to be better hitters.
And the season's only twilight doubleheader at the Bet coming up on Friday night, August 10th, with these same Pittsburgh Pirates. Tickets still remain for the 5:35 Twilighter. And don't forget the Pirates also in on Saturday afternoon at 2:15, T-shirt day, and Sunday, August 12th, will be a 7:05 night game. A week from tonight, we'll not televise that game. Bucco's also in Monday night at 7:35. Catcher Steve Nicosia leading off. He's had quite a day. First three-hit day in his major league career. He's singled, doubled, and homered. 1 strike to Nicosia. Kent DeCulvey gets up in the Bucco bullpen. Chuck Tanner will probably hit for Romo here. It's 2-1 to Nicosia. Hit down the right field line, fair or foul. It is a fair ball, bouncing over the fence for a ground rule double. And Nicosia is 4 for 4. He represents the tying run at second base with nobody out. Here it is, just fair down the right field line. Bouncing off the wall, ground rule double, and Willie Stargell comes out of the Pirate dugout. Stargell to bat for Enrique Romo. That's the first hit given up by Sauché. There's DeCulvey up in the bullpen. The Pirates' 10th hit of the ball game. Stargell coming out. So Sauché has his work cut out for him here. Willie hitting .310, 22 homers. He's knocked in 53 runs. He'll play the second game against Sticky Nose. Phillies now have Raleigh Eastwick and Ron Reed up in the bullpen. Willie Stargell with Nicosia at second, representing the tying run, bottom half of the 8th inning. Phillies lead 8-7. Ground ball hit on the right side to Manny Trillo. Trillo to Unser, and Stargell is out. Nicosia moves up to third. One down. Nicosia third base, 90 feet away from tying this ball game, and Omar Moreno will be the batter. Moreno has flied out, singled, and twice struck out. Phillies will pull the infield in with a runner at third base and one out. There's the drawn-in infield behind Kevin Sauché. Nicosia third base, one out. One strike to Omar Moreno. Sauché, the 23-year-old rookie, with the game on the line. Nicosia third base. Kevin jumps in front of him, 0-2. 2 strikes to Moreno. Soche is 23. He'll be 23 in 4 days on August 9th. Two strikes to Moreno. Struck him out with a breaking ball and a big strikeout for Soche. Moreno goes down for the third time. It'll take a hit now. Here's the breaking ball by Soche, and Moreno misses it. Big strikeout for Kevin, his second. Moreno's been the victim both times. 2 down for Tim Foli. Foli's singled, lined out, doubled, and walked. Blocked nicely by McCarver. 1-0 to Tim Foli. Phillies lead 8-7, bottom half of the 8th inning. There's Nicosia at third base with 2 outs. He's low with it. It's 2-0 to Tim Foli. Don't want to lose this guy. Dave Parker is due up next. Mike Anderson can't get it, base hit. Ball game is tied at 8. Heading for second base, Foley, and he is out at second base. Foley didn't slide, and he's nailed at second base, but he's tied the game. He's arguing with Pryor. Give Foley a run batted in. Thrown out at second base, Mike Anderson to Manny Trillo. The Pirates do tie it with a run on 2 hits, no errors, and none left. And after 8, this is an 8-8 ball game.
This bud's for every man who works with fire and steel.
This bud's for you. For all you do, the king of beers is coming through.
Yeah, just for you. That distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
For all you do, this bud's for you. What do you think?
Yes. When you buy things for a living, you get pretty choosy about what you buy for yourself. Thanks to Gerard, I can afford to be, even when my balance is low. My Checking Plus line of credit lets me buy what I like. And I can use my Visa or MasterCharge cards at George to get cash or transfer funds whenever I need to. You know, when it comes to giving credit, I've got to give some to Gerard.
Gerard Bank. We're there when you need us.
Look what's cooking on Soupy.
Yeah, for the last time, I'm telling you, I wasn't out gambling with Dave and Joe and Greg last night.
Then how come, when I was over for breakfast this morning, you shuffled the toast and dealt me 5 slices?
Oh.
Listen, when am I going to see you?
Well, you see, I'm going to go play golf with the guys today, and then I'm going to come over for some good old-fashioned kissing.
Good. I'll introduce you to my grandmother.
Here's our Toyota dealer of the game, Royal Imports, 3801 Lancaster Pike, Wilmington, Delaware. You ask for it, he's got it. Toyota. Here's the last play, the base hit by Foley to tie the game. Nicosia scoring. Anderson over in left field. Cuts it off. Plants himself, makes a strong throw to second base. Foley did not slide, probably the reason he was called out here. He came in standing, and a bang-bang play, and Paul Pryor called him out. Probably should have slid. Foley not at all happy with the call, as you can see. Bake McBride leads off for the Phils. Bucco's new pitcher, Kent DeCulvey, on for Enrique Romo, who pitched 2 shutout innings. 8-8 ball game, 9th inning. 1-0 to Bake. DeCulvey is appearing in his 61st game. He's won 4, lost 6. Saved 19, an ERA of 3.04. Ball and a strike to McBride. Bake's 0 for 3 is grounded out line to center, walked, and grounded into a fielder's choice. 8-8 ball game, 9th inning. Ball and 2 strikes to McBride. He'll be followed by Larry Bowa, then Pete Rose. Misses. 2-2. That'll be out of play. 2-2 to Bake McBride, leading off the Phillies' 9th inning of an 8-8 ball game. Phillies' big inning, a 6-run 5th, highlighted by a grand slam by Greg Luzinski. Two balls and two strikes to Bake McBride. That's beaten up the middle and could be trouble. Foley throws, not in time. Base hit McBride. Bake McBride legged it out despite a injured left ankle, and McBride has an infield single. A good play by Foley, who did all that he could do. Anytime Bake puts it in play like that, he's got an excellent shot to beat it out. Foley made a good play, throwing in the same motion. Here it is. And a bang-bang play, and McBride tied it. So Bake is at first base. Nobody out, 9th inning. For the Phillies, that's hit number 9. Here's Bowa. Bowa 0 for 3 with a walk. Bucco's looking for a bunt from Larry. He drops the ball down the third base side. They're going to let it roll. It's not going to roll foul, or is it? Yes, it does. Just foul. The Buccos really gambled there on that bunt. And with a little bit of luck and watching it, Madlock grabbed it as it just trickled foul. 1 strike to Bowa. Time called as Lee Lacy comes in to get some sunglasses. Bob Skinner, Bucco coach. 1 strike to Bowa. McCulvey wants a word with Steve Nicosia. Bake McBride at first base with an infield single. Nobody out in the Phillies' 9th. This is an 8-8 ball game. pitch out and nothing on. Buccos thought Bake was going to be running. He wasn't. 1 ball and 1 strike. Boa trying to move McBride into scoring position. There goes McBride on a hit and run that's fouled down the left field side. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Larry Bowa. Jose Cardinal has just hit a home run for the New York Mets in the 7th inning at Montreal in Game 1 of the doubleheader, and it puts the Mets in front of the Expos 3-2 in the 7th. Jose's first of the year. Ball and 2 strikes to Larry Bowa. McBride first base, nobody out. That's wide. It's 2-2. Pete Rose due up next. Ground ball, tapped to second, might be a double play. They get one, but not the other as McBride stops. Bowa's safe at first. Bake tagged out by Phil Garner. Bouncing ball. Garner here could have thrown to first after he froze McBride and hoped to get him at second, but he didn't want to put that go-ahead run in scoring position. Bowa beats it out. He's safe at first on a fielder's choice, and with 1 out, it'll bring on Pete Rose. Rose 1 out of 4. He was flied out to left, lined out to third, singled, and flied out to center. Greg Gross has moved into the on-deck circle to bat for Mike Anderson. Bowa first base and 1 out. 8-8 ball game, 9th inning. There's Gross. Grant Jackson, a left-hander, starting to throw in the Pirate bullpen. Wide to Pete Rose, ball 1. Bowa first base, 1 out. Kemp DeCovey, 4th Pirate pitcher to work. Missed the changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike to Pete Rose. Bowa first base, 1 out, 9th inning. Score tied at 8. Harry's stolen 12 bases. He's been caught 5 times. That'll be out of play. A ball and 2 strikes to Pete Rose. One and 2 to Pete. 1 out, 9th inning. 8-8 ball game. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Dickie Knowles and Don Robinson in the 2nd game. Breaking, it slammed to left field. Lacy goes back and makes a backhand stab.
Well hit by Rose, but caught by Lee Lacy in left. That's 2 down. It brings on Greg Gross.
Gross to bat for Mike Anderson. He came in defensively for Greg Luzinski. Luzinski was 1 for 3. It was a big one, a grand slam home run. Gross is hitting .342 as a pinch hitter. Greg batting .300 right on the nose. Done a good job for the Phillies. Bowa first base and 2 outs, 9th inning. Ironic, in this inning, time was called so Lee Lacy could get sunglasses. Had he not called time and come in and gotten him, he would have had a tough time with that ball off the bat of Rose. Bowa first base, 2 outs, 9th inning. McCulvey trying to keep Larry close. One and nothing to Gross. Del Unser due up next. The pitch is over. 1 ball, 1 strike to Greg Gross. McCulvey steps off the rubber. Bowa first base, 2 outs. Outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Gross. 2 outs, Bowa first base. 8-8 ball game, 9th inning. Bowa breaking. It's tapped softly. Garner has it as he was covering the bag and just came in and got the ball, and Gross is out. Had Garner not been covering the bag, might have been an infield single. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. It's Phillies 8 and the Buccos 8.
You know, when our study group starts burning the midnight oil, we want fuel. So, we go to Geno's to bring back a barrel of good old Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Fine.
It always gets an A for taste, because Geno's makes Kentucky Fried Chicken fresh with Colonel Sanders' special recipe. And they pack it so it's easy to take out. Kentucky Fried Chicken from Geno's. It's food for thought.
Cheese bites. Fine. You go for the food.
Hey, everybody! We woke up!
We lost enough business by being just a listing in the Yellow Pages.
This year, we're putting in an ad. To show you the brand names we carry and the services we offer.
Well, and the credit cards we honor.
And our business hours. Competitors, beware. H&N and Son isn't just a listing anymore.
Well, we move to the bottom half of the 9th inning of an 8-8 ball game. Greg Gross stays in the game to play left field. And Dave Parker will lead off for the Pirates. He's 0 for 4. Kevin Sauché has been in since the 6th inning. Came on for Steve Carlton. 7 of the Pirates' runs charged to Carlton. 1 to Sauché was the tying run in the 8th inning on Foley's RBI single. 8-8, bottom of the 9th. So Parker steps in. A breaking ball inside for a ball, 1-0. Another breaking ball tapped to Manny Trillo. Trillo throws out Parker, and there's one down. A big out for Sauché. That'll bring up Bill Robinson. Robinson's 2 out of 4, has knocked in a pair of runs. Sauché trying to keep the game going. 8-8. Bottom half of the 9th inning. First game of the doubleheader. Bill Robinson stepping in. Now Danny Ozark coming out to the mound. He has Raleigh Eastwick up in the bullpen, and Sauché getting the left-hander Dave Parker out, may be taken out, and he is going to be taken out. A good job done by Kevin this afternoon. Although he gave up the tying run, he pitched very well and pitched out of a couple of big jams. Sauché pitching 3 1/3 innings, giving up a run. On just 2 hits, he struck out 2 and he walked 2. Fine job by Sauché. Raleigh Eastwick coming in from the Phillies bullpen. Raleigh has 1 lost, 1 saved, 3, an ERA of 4.33. So the right-hand hitters due up. Danny bringing in Eastwick. Chuck Tanner could counter with John Milner. Eight ball game. First game at Chicago is history, and the Cubs came back to beat the Cardinals 3-2 after trailing 2-1 in that game. So those Cubs continue to win. Kevin Sauché leaves. Raleigh Eastwick coming on. So the game now in the hands of Eastwick. 1 out, no base runners, bottom half of the 9th inning. 8-8. This has been a wild one. Phillies getting 2 homers in this game. Greg Luzinski a slam and Del Unser a solo home run. They came back to back. Pirates get a home run from Lee Lacy. Phillies back home, remember, on Tuesday night, and Pete Rose got his 2,427th single in this afternoon's ball game, the most in the history of the National League by any player. Quite a milestone for Pete, and in commemoration of that great feat, everybody at the ballpark Tuesday night gets a beautiful laminated poster of Pete Rose. Very nice poster, which you'll want to have. There's Bill Robinson with 1 out. One and nothing to Robinson. A low 2-0. for a called strike. 2-1 to Bill Robinson. Rose tight to the line at third. Unser tight at first, guarding against an extra base hit. Well hit to center field, but it'll stay in the park. Maddox there. And Garry makes the catch. That's 2 down. That'll bring up Lee Lacy. Lacy has struck out, fly to right, hit a 2-run home run, and walked. Two outs in the ninth inning. One strike to Lacy. Low with it, 1 ball and 1 strike. Right back up the middle, a base hit to center field for Lee Lacy. So Lacy picks up Pittsburgh's 12th hit. He's at first base with 2 outs for Bill Madlock, who is lined out to left center, walked, grounded out, and grounded into a double play. Outside, 1-0 to Madlock. 2 down, Lacy first base. Ninth inning of an 8-8 ball game. There goes the runner, the pitch out, and McCarver's throw not in time anyhow. A stolen base for Lacy. So Lee Lacy with a stolen base. His 4th, he has not been caught. There's a pitch out, but Eastwick did not throw the ball particularly hard. McCarver really had to try to gun and got the throw on the money, but late. 2-0 to Bill Madlock, and now with the runner at second, they'll walk Madlock and pitch to Phil Garner. Madlock will get the intentional walk, and they'll pitch to Scrap Iron Garner. 2 men on base, 2 down, ninth inning, 8-8 ball game. Garner is 0 for 4. He is struck out, flied out, grounded out, and fouled out. Let's pause here for station identification. This is the Phillies Television Network.
You're watching WPHL TV, Channel 17, Philadelphia.
Two men on base, 2 outs, ninth inning. Garner takes a strike call. 1 strike to him. At second base, Lee Lacy. He represents the ball game. Madlock at first. He doesn't matter. 1 ball and 1 strike to Phil Garner. Eight, bottom of the ninth. He's low with it, 2-1. Carver thought the pitch was there. 2 balls and a strike to Phil Garner. To Garner. On deck is Steve Nicosia, the catcher. A 3-1 pitch, drilled foul down the right field side. It's a full count. Quick call to the Phillies bullpen, and Tug McGraw gets up. Full count. Runners will be going with 2 outs. There's Tugger. Bob Tiefenauer. Phillies bullpen coach. Low, he walked him, and the bases are loaded with buckos with 2 outs. An intentional walk and an unintentional walk. John Milner is going to bat for Nicosia. Nicosia leaves the game 4 for 4, a single, double, homer, and double. But John Milner, a left-hand hitter, is coming out to pinch hit with the bases loaded and 2 outs. In the bottom half of the 9th inning, an 8-8 ball game. See if Danny counters with Tug McGraw. Danny's coming out. He probably will want McGraw. Tug just got up, although he was up earlier. I imagine that he'll be coming in this situation with the bases loaded, 2 outs. 9th inning of an 8-8 ball game. He's calling for Tug McGraw. So McGraw, the 3rd pitcher for the Phillies in this 9th inning. Kevin Sauché got Parker out. Then Eastwick came in. He got Robinson on a fly ball, but Lacy singled, stole second. Madlock was intentionally walked. Garner unintentionally walked, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. So McGraw will come in and try to get out John Milner. We have a pitching change for the Phils. We're in the bottom of the 9th of an 8-8 game, and we'll be back after this brief pause.
Every weeknight at 6, Soup's on, and he's cooking with laughs. Don't miss the new Soupy Sale Show, weeknights at 6 on WPHL Channel 17, Philadelphia.
I know what I like, and I like the Phillies.
The business people of our community are real Philly fanatics. That's why the Phillies are having our annual Business Person Special on Thursday, August 9th. So you hard-working Center Cityites can play a little hooky. The game begins at 12:35, and you'll be able to get back in plenty of time to answer your messages. So take the afternoon off Thursday, August 9th for the Phil's Expos game.
Good evening, and please watch the birdie. Actually, we couldn't afford a birdie for you to watch. That is why I'm here. My camera is a new one, and I'm quite proud of it. Oh, this is an attachment of my own.
Alfred Hitchcock presents weeknights at 11 on Channel 17.
Join the master of suspense when Alfred Hitchcock presents weeknights at 11 right here on Channel 17. Tug McGraw taking his warm-up tosses. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, tie game 8-8. Tug appearing in his 48th game. He's won 3, lost 2, saved 13, an ERA of 4.35. And John Milner coming out to pinch hit. Milner hitting .273. So it all boils down to this game continuing on the shoulders of Tug McGraw. It boils down to Tug and this man, John Milner. Long drive, and that might be a grand slam home run. It is a grand slam homer on the first pitch served up by Tug McGraw. And the Pirates win this game by a score of 12-8 on John Milner's pinch hit grand slam home run. He's Gino's star of the game in Game 1. Gino's will be donating 25 general admission tickets in his name. Before Clara Barton Baseball League Forge, New Jersey. At 25 General Business Tickets to the Children's School of Wilmington, Newcastle, Delaware. Phillies led this game at one point 8-3, but John Milner with a grand slam. And the Buccos come back to defeat the Phils 12-8. Here's that pitch again, a fastball right there, and Milner didn't miss it. He's watching it all the way. That's a slam. Tugnu was out too. A grand slam by Milner. The Pirates have won their fourth in a row over the Phillies. Phillies dropped their fifth game in a row. We'll be back with the final totals and a wrap right after these words.